because I had a good job those days, and I was a preacher. And the next thing, in order for you to have a good CV as a preacher, you must have some international. So I preached here, I preached in Canada. I was in Congo, and God was. The reason why he's telling you he was in Congo is just to tell you that he has a CV of, he's relevant. They call him from here and there. So I had money. And we now arrange one meeting so that I can develop my CV in ministry. So when everything was in place, and then I had a dream. And we were on a queue to give our passports to the immigration officer for him to endorse our entry. And when they opened my passport, there was no visa. Then I woke up and I began to pray. And when I began to pray, God now spoke to me and said, the fact that you have money to pay your way around doesn't mean that I sent you. I'm not in that your trip. You are the one in it. What makes you think I will be interested? From that day, I never sought to travel anywhere again. And I became diligent to ensure that God would be interested in the things that I'm doing. And the way to achieve that is to know what he's doing. And then you present yourself as a candidate that he could consider to include in that agenda. That's how to pray. Because God will not do anything that he will not take glory from. It's not about you. You are not too important. Many people died yesterday. Nothing happened. The globe is still spinning. So I taught that guy how to pray. There's something God wants to do in that territory. What do you know he wants to do? He mentioned it. I said, go and tell him that you are going to be interested in engaging this matter. So keep praying that prayer until he gives you a promise. It means he has given you a commitment. On the strength of that promise, you can now come to the pastor for prayer. Because he said, believe in the Lord your God, so shall you be established. Believe also in his prophets, so shall you prosper. Don't come to the prophet without an engagement with the Lord. And if you think you can just go to the Lord and then take off like a tornado, you might discover that yes, the assignment was valid, but prosperity was in the hand of the pastor. So you went there and then you died because you did not receive prosperity from the pastor. It was hard, but that's my own way. In the morning I confront you with truth. And then if you want to follow it, at least my own responsibility has been accomplished. That's the first platform.